In this expansion, heroes will travel into the depths of a new underwater continent called the C++ to battle evil bugs that are determined to hinder their progress. Heroes will come face to face with mighty foes such as Lua, Goddess of the Pearl. World of Warcraft development. Hey everybody, this is Mike Sparks. Welcome to another episode of the Sparklepony Roundup. Sorry I didn't have one for you last week. I have just been pulling insane shifts at work. Get rid of glasses and glare. But I put in a 95-hour work week last week, so that on top of all this, I barely even got to raid, let alone record. So there's not a whole lot of news this week. I'm going to try and keep the opinion columns a little low because I think if I go into that, I'm just going to end up ranting for 3 hours about how just completely inhospitable everybody in LFR has been for the past couple weeks. Guys, you remember the Wheaton's Law episode? Do you remember? Oh, shut up, Facebook. So one of the first things that they've announced is that they're going to be overhauling Recruit a Friend again. Rather than having to go through the website as we have pretty much always done, they're going to build an in-game system similar to that PTR players have seen with the Blizzard store or the Warcraft store. The store that everybody was freaking out about and then we didn't even get. Like I said, people, just in Asia. Anyway, and rather than just getting an arbitrary mount like you've always gotten, you're going to get a mount token so you can pick what mount that you receive for your friend's subscription. I think that system's going to be kind of neat. I also think it's going to be gamed to the extreme, but I don't think Blizzard cares as long as they get their money. So I guess everybody wins. Now they've also announced that as far as PvP goes, they are removing the Crowd Chose You. They said that the buff is just massively interfering with arena outcomes, which, duh, I think we all kind of knew it was. And that it's completely changed the play style of arena, and they don't care for where it's gone, and they're getting a lot of negative feedback. So your crazy mega damage buff for not dying is going to be going away soon, if it hasn't already. Like I said, I don't PvP much, so this was discussed last week. It's very possible it may have come into effect this last Tuesday. If not, it will be coming soon. Very soon. Anyway, we just got a couple quick notes, and then I'll go ahead and wrap this episode up. It is going to be a short one. I'll try to have something I can discuss more at length next week, kind of make up for the fact that this week's was short and last week's was non-existent. I've just been really tired for the last couple weeks. It's the joys of working in the field that I do. But I digress. So Ghostcrawler has given us an idea of what we're going to be seeing in the talent trees next expansion, and it looks like the 6.0 talent trees are basically going to be the talent trees we have now, just with a new talent at the new max level, which also supports what we were pretty much all thinking anyway when we saw that the Garrosh weapons go to level 100, and that next max level is going to be 100. Blizzard also announced that they feel that Flex Raid has been massively successful. They released the numbers last week, and as many people are currently doing Flex Raid as are doing scenarios. That is huge. That is awesome. I hope a lot of the LFR players that were worried about this system are finding their way into Flex. I don't have a comment on the current state of LFR because, as I said in the beginning of the video, I really don't want to go into that. But Flex Raid is fantastic. I've been seeing pugs all over on my server. They're not super picky about item level. They're very forgiving for the most part. It's a good, safe way to get a legitimate raid experience. And I hope everybody that can is doing the best they can to partake in that experience. And if you're not, or if you're on a weird time frame, something like that, go pick up OQ or one of the other add-ons that help you find a group, and I'm sure you'll be able to get in there. It's great. I think I've called it great like 3 or 4 times now. But they're very happy with I don't want to call it LFR. They're very happy with flex mode as it stands. I'm very happy with flex mode as it stands. I think pretty much everybody seems like they're really happy with flex mode. I know they're doing a little bit of fine tuning because in some instances they're saying certain bosses might be a little too easy. It's because the breakpoints are hard to kind of tweak. But overall, I think this is the feature of the new patch, and I'm very much looking forward to seeing where it goes in 6.0. Now, if you're still with me after all that, I apologize profusely for all of the little brain farts and gaps there. I am still kind of dead to the world. Hopefully next week will be better. I know I can talk. I know I'm looking at a lot of overtime next week too. I say next week because my work week actually starts tonight. Yeah, that's the kind of thing we're looking at. But if you have anything that you would like to see me talk about on the show, anything you'd like to ask, you can get a hold of me at either twitter.com/ponyzord, it's at ponyzord, or ponyzord.tumblr.com. We are starting construction on the website that I mentioned before. I just bought hosting today. Hopefully that should be up in December. I'll keep you guys posted if anything develops before then or if we have any sneak peeks. And I'm going to get out of here and get some caffeine. See you next week.